Hi Leo, welcome to your August read. I'll be doing a Celtic cross spread with the Rider-Waite Tarot, pulling clarifiers with the Wild Reflections Tarot, and pulling a couple of oracle cards for you. Now we've just had a card flip over. You've got the Queen of Swords in the heart of your spread. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, that's crossed by the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Hanged Man. Nice. Three of Cups. Interesting. Eight of Swords. The Hermit, beautiful. Four of Wands, that's come up a bit. The Moon, the Queen of Cups, and in your outcome, the King of Swords, beautiful. So you've got the Queen and the King of Swords there. Really nice journey. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Wands. That's all about victory and recognition. Ooh, that's coming over the top of the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords. So you're going to get some victory over some kind of no-win situation that's left you feeling a bit heartbroken and a bit exhausted, I'd imagine. So I'm sorry you've gone through that if that's relevant to you, but this victory card is saying ultimately you're coming out on top. So this month feels like it's going to be very, very positive. Let's have a look at your oracle cards. So from the Enchanted Forest Oracle, you have Serene Sanctuary. Find peace in moments of solitude. Well, we're getting this message so much, and you're getting it in that Hermit card there as well, which we'll get to. It seems to be quite the theme for this month. Really, the energy is really asking all of us to make sure we make time for ourselves to find stillness and silence and really connect in with our hearts, connect in with our inner guidance, our inner compass. From the Spirit Animals Oracle, oh, you have the sea otter with happiness. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Yep. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Wow. If you want to have a look at that gorgeous little sea otter. That's a really beautiful message. I think that might be the first time that card's actually come up in a read. It's another message that I've seen quite a few times. Release expectations and letting go of worry. Choosing love, that's been a big theme. Really choose to embrace love. Embrace what your heart really wants. Try to think with your heart this month, not with your head. Okay, let's have a look at the main spread. You've got the Three of Cups in your recent past. There's probably been a bit of socializing, maybe a bit of a party or a gathering that's brought a bit of lightness to your life. Interestingly, the Three of Cups is also the three fates weaving your destiny. And July was a big month of destiny. We were getting that Wheel of Fortune message coming through in almost every read. And even if the Wheel of Fortune didn't itself come in, the message of a destiny moment coming in or playing out was present in every read. That feels like what this is alluding to. There's been some play with your destiny. You've hit a line of your destiny. The fates are weaving your path for you, and that's moving you forward into August. You've gained a bit of clarity here. This Queen of Swords in the heart of your spread. I feel like whatever this situation was in your recent past, and yes, this is part of that destiny message, but it's also related to that gathering that I was talking about, that party, that reconnection, maybe some kind of reunion, something that was social and fun and just kind of let you be a little bit playful, being the master of playful living. That feels like what started this story off for you. And it's given you a bit of inner clarity, a bit of inner vision, perhaps for how you want to move forward in your life. What I'm feeling though is this has kind of been the first step. It's put you in a really strong place. You can really see clearly what it is you want. That sword is pointing straight up to the sky. It's receiving spiritual downloads, and it's the sort of truth. It's like you've had a moment of awakening, and you can see clearly what your truth is and how you want to live your life. But that moment of awakening is like a flash of inspiration. I'm getting this sense that it's kind of it's given you a very clear vision of how you want to live, but now you have to actually implement that in your life. And that has only just started moving. The fates have only just started weaving this into your life for you. And you need to play a part in this. I feel like that is your challenge with the Page of Pentacles in your challenge position. The seed has already been planted, but you need to take practical steps to actually bring about this vision that you've had for how you want to live. You can't just have a vision and say, this is what I want, and then let it all kind of go, hoping that it'll magically happen on its own. Sometimes the universe will do that for us. We get clarity on what we want, and suddenly the universe lays out the carpet and puts everything down there for us. This is not one of those instances. This is asking you to take practical steps to actually make this happen, to really be clear on how you can bring this about. Now, it's not without its challenges, because you still have a little bit of a sense of feeling trapped by your own thoughts. It's like you've got this vision of what you want and how it can come about. It's feeling like with this Eight of Swords, it's like part of you doesn't believe you can make it happen. You're blindfolded, feeling a bit trapped. The thing is, this is all in your hands. She is able to walk away from these swords. Her feet are free. She's actually blindfolded and trapped herself. She's not completely bound here. So this is telling me whatever is going on internally, whatever thought patterns are keeping you trapped, this is in your control to release. She's not being trapped by anything outside of her. So these are old thought patterns. This is not something outside of you that's keeping you bound. You can actually release yourself from these thoughts. It's like if your clear vision is to start your own business, this card is, for example, and this isn't going to be the same for everyone, but for example, this could be saying that you have the finances, you have the skills, you have the support, and you have the ability to make this happen. You just don't believe that you can do this on your own. Your self-doubt is holding you back. That's just kind of one practical example, but this could be related to anything in your life. This is telling me you have the ability to change this yourself. You can do this, and you are going to be successful. This success card is overseeing this read. That is such an incredibly positive omen for this situation. You can see what you want, and you have the ability to make it happen. At the bottom of the spread, you have the Hanged Man. You've gained this awakening. You've gained a new perspective on yourself. You're just not trusting it. This is very much connected to this clarity you gained with this Queen of Swords energy. I love the Hanged Man card. It's a card of taking a step back, having that reflection, that time to yourself, and really seeing things from a new perspective and gaining that awakening. This feels like it's already happened. You just haven't trusted it yet. It's still sitting below the surface. You're letting your self-doubt take over this new vision of yourself. And because it's a slower energy, this Hanged Man, it's probably going to take a bit of time to really come to the surface. So you do need to take practical steps to just quiet those noisy thoughts telling you you can't do this. Once you release those thoughts, this Hanged Man, this clearer perspective will slowly start to rise. It does feel like you're going to need some patience with this, just to take time to allow the trust in yourself to build. That's where the practical steps are as well. That's part of the practicality that you need to start building trust in yourself. When a negative self-talk comes up, actively shut it down. Just go back to the I am. If you've got a mantra, anything like that, that can help. But it can also just be a way to distract yourself. You know, when dogs start barking, the easiest way to stop them barking is to distract them. And they break out of that habit of automatically barking at anything that they see. That's what we need to do with our noisy thoughts. They're untrained puppies that need to be trained. They're not nuisances. They just need training. So that's the practical steps that you can take here. This Hermit, again, this is asking you to just be patient. Take time out. Go within and trust yourself. This Hermit is all about you guiding your own path. He's lighting that pathway for himself. He's the biggest authority on his life. He knows where he wants to go. He can't see the whole way, but he doesn't need to. He's looking down because that's only where he can see with that light there. He's shining that light on his path and trusting that he can see the next few steps. And that's all he needs. With every step you get closer to your goal. Even if you can't see what that goal ultimately is, you know the way to take. Trusting your inner self, trusting that this wisdom you've gained and this clarity, this higher perspective is leading you on the right path. A lot of patience needed here, a lot of time out. And when you can, take moments of play. Get out of your head, find time to play, and also find peace in moments of solitude. That is so that hermit. Really take time out to connect in with yourself and figure out what you want and listen to what's happening within so that you can quiet those noisy thoughts. Okay, I hope I've been clear on that. It's going to be quite an inward focused month, I think, for most of us, and particularly for you, Leo. In your advice position, you have the Four of Wands. This is the 11:11 gateway. It's stepping through that gateway into the next stage of your life. This feels very much like you trusting yourself to take the step that you need to take to actually make this happen. So there's a lot of inner work, and that Page of Pentacles is asking you to take practical steps. With this Four of Wands, it feels like, and along with that Page of Pentacles, it feels like some of these steps are going to be internal, some of them are going to be external. The more you start doing small things externally to validate your inner idea, your inner clarity of how you want your life to be, those small steps will build, and you will gain confidence, and you will start to gain trust in yourself. And this Hanged Man energy will start to surface, and this clear vision you have, this awakening you've had for this new life will be able to manifest more quickly. So it's taking even small steps to bring this in will actually move things forward. The moon in your external factors is telling me that the people around you might be a little bit confused by this. There's not a great deal of clarity around you at the moment. You're going to really need to depend on yourself and your own vision. Really trust this. You have 3 cards here telling me that your inner vision is right, that you can trust yourself. You just need to quiet those noisy thoughts. These 3 cards, 2 major arcana and a court card, and then you've got that King of Swords in the outcome as well. These are all telling me that you have the authority and the vision and the clarity to see what's right for you, and the noisy confusion outside of you is just going to muddy the waters. So oddly, it's just telling me don't listen to the people around you at this time. I mean, you can listen to them, but you don't need to take on board their doubts and their fears and their confusions. That's not going to help you at this time. You are going to be victorious here, so really trust yourself. What's really cool is that's the Hermit's face in the moon there. It's the whole message of the moon is asking you to go within, to trust that Hermit energy and trust your own intuition to guide you. Don't listen to the noisy naysayers around you. It's very cool. You're getting the same messages all the way through this read. It's very cool. The Queen of Cups in your hopes and fears. You're wanting this emotional balance. You're wanting... I got the word comfort, which I would normally associate with the Queen of Pentacles, but this is like that emotional comfort, that emotional support. She's a very maternal energy. I almost feel like you actually are wanting that external validation. You're wanting that kind of maternal comfort, saying you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, keep going. The universe is giving you that, but you might not get it from the people around you. So try not to let that shake you. She's got a lot of emotional balance, and that's what I feel she's trying to point you towards. Don't let the people around you, the confusion, the naysayers, the negative talk, don't let that shake you, and definitely don't let your own negative self-talk shake you from this, because your vision is clear and it's positive. It's so positive, and the fates have weaved this destiny path for you. It's only a 3 of Cups, so they're really relying on you to bring this in. And you have the ability, you have the power to do this. You're going to be so good by the end of this. This King of Swords has so much clarity and wisdom and knowledge and experience. He's earned his place on this throne. He's going to be standing tall and strong, and the amount of clarity you're going to have gained, it's completely going to overshadow all of the confusion that's around you. I feel like you're going to be validated. In fact, with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that's a true validation for me that you are going to get the recognition you deserve by the end of all of this. And the people around you who couldn't understand why you were doing this, who just didn't support you in whatever way you felt like you wanted or deserved, They're going to see clearly by the end of this that you knew exactly what you were doing and you were right all along. It's very, very cool. All right, let me pull some clarifiers for you. I actually want to pull, my eyes got drawn straight up to that Eight of Swords. I'm going to pull on the Eight of Swords first. See if I can get any more advice or insight into that card. Oh, one slipped over. We've got the Four of Swords. That's perfect. Another card asking you to take time out, reconnect in with yourself, rest, recuperate, try to quiet your mind. It's reiterating exactly what I said already. So just trust that your inner guidance and your higher wisdom and the wisdom from above. You've got two swords pointing straight up to the sky here. There are spiritual downloads. There are messages from high above, from guides, spirits, angels, God, the universe. That's all available to you. You just need to take time to go quiet and still. And remember the serene sanctuary. Find peace in moments of solitude. Not only will you gain insight and clarity, you'll also gain peace. You'll quiet those thoughts and find some peace, which you'll probably need, especially if you've got a lot of noisy people around you. And remember in that happiness Sea Otter card, it says, let worry go and instead choose love. So if those noisy thoughts are causing worry and stress, take this time out, let worry go and focus in on your heart. I think I said that with that Hermit as well. You don't have a lot of Cups cards except for that Three of Cups at the start there. I think that's the only Cups card. Yeah, so check in with your heart, really connect in with your heart and choose love instead of worry. Surrender to the waves. Your destiny of love is sure. I feel like that is where you're moving towards. You're moving towards a more loving space. Actually, that's really cool. That happiness card, that final line is kind of an unusual phrasing, but it's pointing directly towards that Three of Cups. Your good destiny of love is sure. This is a card of the fates weaving your destiny, and it's the only Cups card in the spread. And it's pointing towards love. Your good destiny of love is sure. That the fates are weaving your destiny to open your heart up, to move you more towards love, and get you out of your head, out of that stress and worry. You've got the Knight of Wands. I'm laughing because in this deck, it's very reminiscent of that Four of Swords. While the Knight of Wands is a card of action, he's actually the chillest Knight of Wands that I've ever seen. He's just rowing his boat gently on a lake with his puppy. So you can take action here, but you don't need to stress about it. Don't let the action you take be just another stress that you're adding to that Eight of Swords energy. Let this be gentle, calm, slow-moving action in your own pace, in your own way. Take action to quiet your thoughts. The big key with quieting stressful, negative self-talk or stressful thoughts or negative self-talk is not to fight against it, because fighting against it actually only strengthens them. You're just sort of building on them. You're adding to those swords. So just go quiet and gentle. If it's not working for you, if contemplation or meditation isn't working for you, find play. Remember I said that, find play to distract yourself from those thoughts. I'll take gentle action. If you like going on a boat, cruising along on the water, take that time. Interesting, you got the Five of Cups. It feels like part of releasing this Eight of Swords is going to be about releasing some kind of grief, letting go of something that can't come with you any longer. It's time to let that go. You're not losing everything. There are 2 cups remaining with the Five of Cups. 3 have spilled, 2 remain. So that is part of this reconnecting in with your heart. That Hermit, the Hanged Man, going quiet, finding moments of stillness and peace, and connecting back in with your heart. What you might find is that a lot of these stressful thoughts and this negative self-talk, if that's what's keeping you trapped, is related to some kind of an emotional burden that you're carrying, possibly something from your childhood or something more recent, something that's just locked up in your heart and keeping you feeling a bit tangled up and is actually translated into your head as negative thoughts and negative self-talk. So allow that to be processed. That's why it's so important to take this time to give yourself peace in moments of solitude, really connecting in with your heart. Because if you can process it from that grief level, you're cutting it out, you're pulling it out from the root. You're not just dealing with the noisy thoughts, you're actually getting to the core of the problem and releasing it fully. I really like this. I'm really liking this read, Leo. I'm excited for your journey through this month. It is very internal, but you do have some practical steps to take. I'm going to pull on that Four of Wands. And weirdly, I feel it very linked with this Page of Pentacles, those practical steps that I want you to take for this. I just want to see if I can get any more insight or advice for this. Wow, the Fool card just jumped out. Embrace this new journey. This is such a big leap from this Four of Wands. This is the brand new adventure. Like, this is just a step through the gateway, a couple of small steps, but ultimately it's starting a brand new journey for you. It's asking you to remain hopeful and optimistic, staying positive, embracing this journey. There is always the message with the Fool to be mindful of being reckless. Don't sort of leap before looking, but keep that optimism, keep that hopeful joy. Embrace this journey. Right, the Devil just flipped out. You've got two major arcana. So these small little steps that you are being encouraged to take, stepping through this 1111 gateway, actually carry quite a big weight with those two major arcana. This new adventure is asking you to break free of these devil chains once and for all. This is actually linking very strongly to these messages up above there. It is connected to this Page of Pentacles as well, because it's asking you to take practical steps, which is about taking time out to really figure out why you've got these thoughts making you feel trapped, pulling out those old griefs, those old losses from the roots, and releasing yourself from the chains of that devil once and for all. For some reason I got the message, don't be tempted to take the easy route. I don't fully know what that means yet. See what this final card is, but connected with that Fool card, it does seem to indicate something along those lines. Don't be tempted to take the easy route. I feel like the easy route is to just surrender to your noisy thoughts and saying, oh, look, it was a nice idea, whatever this was with the Queen of Swords, but it's probably not going to work out. I'll just forget about it. I'll do something else instead. So don't be tempted to do that, because ultimately what happens in those cases is the cycle comes back around again, and it will come around quicker and quicker each time. If you decide to skip over something that can free you from these devil chains once and for all, if you just stay trapped and just choose a new path to take, you're still chained. So you'll go off on another path, but you'll take the chains with you, and you'll kind of loop back into this spot, and it'll ask you to go through all of this again. And the next time it might not be as easy. So use this time while the energy feels like it's supporting you. It does feel relatively easy for you. I mean, it's never that easy to break out of thought patterns, but you have the ability to do this, especially because you've got the Hierophant. That's amazing. This is a strong, powerful spiritual card. This three major arcana, this is a much bigger deal than it appeared on the surface. You taking these few practical steps into a new life, into a new phase of your life, of really choosing to be brave, to break out of those old thought patterns and step forward towards whatever this idea was, trusting your inner guidance. That Hierophant is reiterating that, it's supporting that message. Trust your inner guidance, trust your higher wisdom. And as I was saying, it's not necessarily easy to break out of thought patterns, but the energy is definitely supporting you to do this. And it feels like there's a real possibility to break out of the chains of this devil once and for all. This devil's come up a few times this month as well, that we are all being asked to try and break out of our old habits and our old patterns once and for all, while the energy is supporting us, because you don't want to have to go through this over and over again. It's a really great time to free yourself, to have this adventure and trust your inner guidance, your inner self, to move you towards whatever this destiny is that you've brought in for yourself. You're going to be successful in this. I'm going to pull on that King of Swords. Oh, okay. Just as I said that, the King of Swords in this deck flipped out. So, yep, you got the two Kings of Swords. This is absolutely gaining clarity. And what I love with this King of Swords, he's pointing the direction. He's a very action-orientated King of Swords. He's using this higher wisdom, his intelligence, his knowledge, his experience, and he's pointing the direction for his next steps. And it's the same direction that this Hermit is pointing. You're going to gain the clarity and the vision that you need to see where to go next. It might take a bit of time through these center cards here, and you may not have the support around you that you would like, but you have the clarity and the vision to see this through. So great, so great. Okay, we have, wow, the Star card. This is another message that's come in multiple times the last couple of months. This is the universe granting your wishes, answering your prayers. You've laid the foundations. That's what you've been doing through this whole destiny line from this Three of Cups in your recent past. You've been laying the foundations to call the universe in to bring in your wishes, and the universe is responding. Oh my God, this is so cool. Love this. You just need to trust. You need to trust yourself and take those practical steps to really release yourself from those old chains, those old thoughts. That lack of self-belief is the biggest thing that you need to work on. And you're not the only sign that's had that same message this month. You've got the 10 of Wands just flip out then. That's an awesome card. The 10 of Wands is another ending of a cycle and the starting of something new. And in this card, he's completed his harvest. Now he gets to enjoy the fruits of all his hard labor. This is such a card of success, and it makes perfect sense because you have that 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck there. That's all about success and victory. This is fantastic. You are going to be successful. You are going to reach a stage where the harvest is complete and you get to just enjoy the fruits of your labor. Amazing. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups and the Chariot and the 8 of Wands. So the journey's not over. Okay. So you get to the end of this, the end of a cycle and the starting of something new with that 10 of Wands. You're going to reach a state of completion, but it's not the end of the story. Really great ending, but you get to keep going because this Ace of Cups is bringing in, the universe is bringing in a new pearl, a new love, a fresh new beginning that's igniting your heart, sparking some kind of passion. This could be a new romance in your life, but it's actually just feeling like you loving life again. It's a chance for you to set off on a new journey or drive forward on a more direct path to whatever this was that you've set in motion here. You're steering your own ship. And the 8 of Wands, some kind of news or communication coming in that's very, very positive and will give you, it's like a fresh wind at your back, driving you forward. It's amazing. I'm so excited for you. What an awesome read. I just wish you luck with that, dealing with those thoughts, because yeah, it's not the easiest. I just remembered underneath that 6 of Wands was that 5 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. I haven't completed the rest of the read now. I'm understanding these two cards much more clearly. This 5 of Swords is pointing at the 8 of Swords there. This 3 of Swords is pointing towards that 5 of Cups. This is you gaining victory over your inner world, over this no-win situation that is just your thoughts going around and round, and you never actually get on top of it. That's you you're getting on top of that now. You're finally breaking free and you're healing your heart. This is so great. Oh, I love this. It's awesome. I'm going to pull 3 final message cards for you from this Rider-Waite deck. There we go. We have the Emperor. Yeah. You're in charge. You've got this. All the power is in your hands. You are the authority, the leader in your life. You are the leader in this situation. You can trust yourself. You have all the experience and wisdom and insight that you need to drive this forward. Remember that Moon card is there. Just ignore them. You're bringing in the 10 of Cups. That just flipped right over my shoulder then. This is the Happy Ever After card, the Happy Everything card. You have the power and the skills and the ability to bring in the life that you want with that 10 of Cups. Let's get one final card for you, Leo. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress. You are birthing something new into the world. We already knew that from that 3 of Cups, the Queen of Swords in the center there, and those 3 other cards surrounding you, the Hermit, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Pentacles. This is something new that you're bringing into your world. It's a very exciting, creative energy. It's an abundant, grounded energy that feels really heart-centered, for you, but it's also very practical. It's a real combination of practicality and heart in this. And I did feel that with those center cards there. With this Knight of Pentacles, this is another card of saying take your time. Those 3 cards up the top with that inner processing that you need to do, getting on top of your thoughts. And you're not the only sign, I think I said that already, you're not the only sign that's had this message. We need to get on top of our thoughts so we can enjoy our life more fully. This Knight of Pentacles is saying there's no rush. You can take things one step at a time, which is what that 4 of Wands was pointing towards. It's a big deal. It's happening at a really high level, and it's going to be quite deep and lasting. It's another message of the Knight of Pentacles. It's a very lasting card. You're putting down seeds. You're planting seeds for the plants to put down deep roots and grow strong and lasting. But this is saying that you can take things one step at a time. You can go nice and slow. You can go at your own pace. You've got a clear vision and all the ability, power, and authority that you need to create the life that you want. But you can take your time with this. I also got the message, don't expect everything to happen at once. I think that says, yes, in the Happiness Otter card, release expectations and enjoy every day. Try not to allow your expectations to dampen your spirits and your enthusiasm for this. Our expectations can be helpful in driving us forward because we can see clearly what we want, but they can also limit our ability to enjoy our life. That Sea Otter message wants us to find play, to find joy in life. So while it might be slow and steady, know that it's going to be successful, and don't allow expectations to bring in frustration or irritability or anxiety or confusion, especially with that Moon card in your external factors. There are going to be people that are possibly saying it's going to take too long to do this. Know that this is the best way forward, and it's okay that it's going to take time. Be patient and find ways to enjoy your life, to have fun and to play. This is looking like a fantastic month for you, Leo. Best of luck.